Okay.
I'm gonna set my timer
Yeah, every 10 minutes, baby.
Yeah, welcome to the newest edition of the Brian and Joey show.
Oh, shit.
Episode what? 4 maybe?
It's number 5, buddy.
Is it 5?
It's number 5.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, well, we're not having fun, but time is still going by pretty fast.
It's July 28th. We got our good buddy Alex here.
Hey, what's going on?
So, I mean, we should address the elephant in the room first.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, the big elephant, the Indian elephant, is the new studio. So,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
if you like the new studio, drop us a comment in the comment section. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page. We are close to 100. Trying to get to 100.
Ooh, triple digits.
I know.
That's quick, man.
We're moving. We need that.
quick.
We need that 100 on there so we can have our own custom
So everyone
URL.
can get a chair like this.
Yeah, so everyone
Yeah.
get a chair like that.
What's up with that chair, man? How do you like that thing?
I feel like Borat, king of the castle, king of the castle.
Wow, you look good in it, dude.
in.
It
His
suits
feet
you
are off
well.
the ground too. It's
I
like
know, dude. I feel like one of those, when you go to the barber shop and like you're not tall enough yet.
yeah.
like the booster seat.
Or like if
Get you
you're
the
too
booster
young and
seat.
you know the airbag would kill you if you're not sitting up.
Yeah.
You don't weigh enough. That's what I feel like right now.
Oh my
Big
god.
comfy
That's what's
couch
up. That's
clown.
what's up. That's the temporary guest seat for now.
Throne.
For now.
The hot seat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel welcomed. In
Is it
you know?
comfortable at least? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, you know.
What does it
I'm
feel
easy
like?
to please. You know, doesn't take a lot.
All
So.
right.
Just make sure when you're turning your head back and forth, you keep your mouth right in front. So you just got to do looks.
Is that possible?
Dude, you're gonna have to make it. Yeah, see, look.
All right.
That's the new dance move. It
That's
was this.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
lean with it, rock with it.
Yeah, you just go to the side.
Someone
go to
put
the
some
side,
Soldier Boy on
side
while I
to
do it.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I could do it. I feel like a guy refereeing a tennis match or something. You know?
Yeah.
You look
Folly.
like a guy.
There's,
refereeing tennis
Do you
match.
referee a tennis match?
Referee. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a guy.
I mean, you don't, but somebody.
No, I
does.
personally don't. No,
Right.
Not at all.
Do you ever see that Seinfeld episode when Kramer's the ball man for the U.S. Open? He's like running across. There's like all these like 18-year-old kids, and they're like, "Oh man, you can't do it." And then he like goes out and like smokes them all.
I don't think I watched more than 2 episodes of that show in my life.
I love Jerry Seinfeld, but yeah, you're right. I've only seen like maybe 1 or 2 times.
It's one of
terrible
those-
that
That's like what my parents watched in the 90s.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
like it's one of those shows they throw on just to
Yeah.
fill the fucking TV land bullshit.
What shows do you watch?
That and Friends, dude. Friends and
We don't want to
Seinfeld.
go there. We don't want to go there.
What do you watch? Shameless.
See how he
Can't
said
get
that?
into it.
Like he watches
You
that.
can't get into it.
I've tried. You know, it's a little too intense. I think at times. I don't know. I don't know why I don't like it, but I think after watching The Office and like watching like 20-minute episodes, like I'm too ADD to sit there for like 45 minutes.
That's
and
like
watch
somebody.
This guy.
That's like somebody saying, "I tried. Loaded mashed potatoes. Just doesn't do it for me. Can't get into it." The fuck
I
is
don't know.
that?
Maybe I'll give it another go.
Yeah, I mean, the UK version I personally think is better than the.
What,
than
The Office? The
No,
original?
no. Shameless.
Oh.
Have you watched the British version?
A lot of shows come from Britain.
Look, it doesn't. Yeah, it does.
You know,
But,
The Office came from the UK.
Right.
too,
Yeah.
right?
So
That
did
was Ricky
House
Gervais's.
of Cards.
Both of them had nothing on the US
House
version.
of Cards is a great show.
Let me just say this.
No, you're right. Michael
show's
Scott.
gone, yeah.
is-
Yeah, I mean it's great.
Unbeatable.
It's great.
Kevin Spacey's done.
Yeah, he's fucking.
That was a great show,
dude,
though.
I always knew that dude was a creep.
You think?
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
I didn't know he was gay. I mean,
Y'all didn't know. I don't think anybody.
Everybody
really
knew
thought
he was gay.
What?
Yeah,
That
he's
was like
been, he's
icing
been
on the
out
cake, though,
forever,
like-
dude.
No, he hasn't.
Are you serious?
he definitely's out now.
I thought he
Dude,
was out
half of
forever,
Hollywood-
bro.
No. He
Okay,
hasn't.
well, tell me what the story is.
Dude, he got. I mean, I don't know what the story is, but like, I don't know. Maybe when you're like working in that field and in that industry, maybe you had an idea. But somebody just watching movies, like I didn't know. I don't remember anything ever coming out.
Joe,
Joey had the inside scoop.
I hate
No,
to,
what I'm saying is I didn't fucking know that.
right. And now, just to let you know, Joe, you're now in that industry.
Yeah.
So,
So watch out.
Watch what you do.
Watch what I say, right?
yeah.
See,
Watch
your
my
ass,
mouth.
Literally.
I know. I just want to throw this out there because this is a discussion I had with my friends over the weekend. Now, Kevin Spacey, I forget what his crime was. Harvey Weinstein, those guys are done. I feel like, and I'm not saying what he did was right, that I think within the next couple of months, I think we bring Louis back into the public spotlight, dude.
Bro,
I think
Louis-
he paid his time.
Louis needs to come back.
Louis
Needs to come back.
You know?
Especially
Louis,
how
come back.
especially how he handled it.
Yeah, he just bowed out.
I didn't even see.
I love Louis C.K. and I will defend him to this day. And you know what? What did he really do?
What did he do?
I believe what he actually did was masturbated in front of a woman.
But that's
Where?
Louis.
First.
But that's Louis.
Yeah,
you
but-
know?
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's Louis.
Was it like on the side of the street? Like, where did he do
No.
it?
He was like backstage in a dressing room or something, and he blocked it.
Well, what did she expect?
Right. It's Louis.
My sister always says
Why
she's
were
like,
you in his dressing room?
yeah, she's like, if Louis C.K. is gonna jerk off in front of me, he better be telling some jokes while he's doing it. You know,
Look, I just
hear some non-special
honestly,
jokes.
So we got
I know I'm coming off pretty fucking what? Go ahead.
with a situation like that, what you have to do is, Joe, if it was your sister, would you be mad if some guy was jerking off in front of her?
Oh, was he like
Yeah.
pinning her down, jerking off, like
He, like,
forcing
he,
her to
like,
watch?
shut
I
the
think
door
he
and, like,
asked him though.
I
I
don't know, dude.
One was
I
over
don't
the
know.
phone, so that's
He was jerking off in front of
like
somebody.
she was
over
like
the phone?
I was on the phone with Lewis. I believe he was touching himself. It's
His
like, dude,
name. His
believe.
name isn't. His
Maybe
name
he
isn't.
was.
but what I'm saying with that type of crime, you go away for 2 months and you come back. You know, like I'm just
His name
saying, let's
isn't Lewis.
not
No.
expedite him forever. That's all.
Do you know
I
he's
don't know.
actually Mexican?
Maybe I'm in the wrong.
Yeah, he is,
Yeah.
isn't
And it's
He's like
it's
50%.
Luis.
he? Louis.
Really? He's
Yep.
Mexican?
He's half
Yeah.
Mexican. He was.
He's got a weird last name too. It's like
He's got a weird-
Z, something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, but
No, like
I
redheaded
don't-
Irish-looking Mexicans are a real thing.
no, they are.
I'm
But
half
I
Mexican.
think he looks like that because he's mixed. I don't think it's because he's from that part of Mexico that you look that way. But no, I really don't think it was like a. And I could be wrong 100%. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just biased because I'm a huge fan. But I really don't think it was like a sexual thing. Like I think that was just part of his humor. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. What? Am I coming off pretty ignorant right
I mean,
now?
dude, I don't get it. I don't know how that's
Okay.
part of your humor to just masturbate in
And
someone's
that's
front.
why I wanted
Maybe
to
he's
preface
got a
it with
small
I
dick.
I
wasn't
get that, and I respect
supporting
that.
what he did. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
You
All
did
right,
your
all right,
time.
real quick. We're all talking way over
Yeah.
each other right now, and that has to stop.
I was thinking that.
We're not going to be able to hear anything.
It's all that coffee we drank.
I guess, dude.
It
Yeah,
took
what
10
was
minutes to set up the studio, or not even an hour, maybe. But that's
What was the first time?
What
bro?
was in that?
I'm supporting it.
What was in what? The cocaine? There was a little bit of coffee in it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
There was a little bit of cocaine in the coffee.
This is why I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day. 1 cup.
1 cup,
1
and you
cup.
only have like 1 cigarette at night too, right? For the
One
most part?
cigarette at night.
It's crazy how you have like such restraint with coffee and cigarettes, but with other things, it's one and you know.
Other things.
Joey's been gone for 30
meaning what?
days and we don't know where he is.
What
Hey,
you
you
say?
know, that's not for me to say.
Dude.
I'm
That's
just saying
funny.
there's a different response to other substances, I guess,
Ooh.
with you.
Yeah.
It's that first cup that does you.
Yeah.
One's never enough.
So
There's
why don't we hop into what's going on in the world today?
What is going on in the world
Well, I
today?
mean-
A lot of things.
the probably the biggest entertainment news thing of the week was Demi Lovato's relapse and overdose. Is
Yeah.
she still in the hospital?
I don't know if she's still in the hospital. She was hospitalized for a couple of days. I always knew that Demi was in like the recovery world or whatever,
Right.
but I never knew like. I mean, I always thought her thing was alcohol and cocaine. I never knew it was dope.
That's
and
right,
maybe
yeah.
maybe
I don't
maybe
think
she
it was
just
dope.
What did she overdose on?
I heard it
man?
wasn't dope.
she overdosed on heroin.
Did she?
Yeah.
That's what
That's what
allegedly.
That's what they're
allegedly.
saying right now.
Yeah.
She had to be Narcan.
She allegedly
Maybe
overdosed.
she did fentanyl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I heard something.
but I
somewhere
mean,
that it
it's
wasn't
Demi. She's probably getting that. She's probably
that good. No, pure.
that little hey ho, shit that takes your breath.
The Choco?
Yeah. So the thing is like, I don't know. There's a lot of people getting mad that people are responding like, poor Demi because she's a superstar and this, that, and the other. Rather, it was, some bum on the street. But I mean, that's to be expected, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a
That's to
well-known
be
person.
yeah, that's to be expected. Like,
It's I mean it's always kind of like that, man. Every time I don't even look at that shit when somebody overdoses on Facebook because it just like boils my blood, And then they're like, "This kid's a piece of shit," blah 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 blah. And then the same kid posting 3 weeks later is like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, feel bad for Demi." It's like I don't even waste my time dealing with it, man, because it just gets me mad.
Opinions on Facebook are Overrated, bro.
Yeah.
The only opinion on Facebook I care about is people talking about the podcast.
Yeah.
As far as when it comes to like the
Get
heroin
Demi on the
epidemic.
show. We gotta get Demi.
Oh.
It's crazy
I
because
hope
she was
she's-
actually supposed to be coming down here. I think that's
Well-
why more people like actually
That's why
voice their opinion because like she was supposed to perform
Like
Yeah.
today.
This
or what was
Thursday.
it? Oh,
I had a-
Thursday.
I had-
or
I had
last Thursday now.
I had a couple friends that were supposed to go see her the other day. What was it supposed to be, Tuesday or Thursday?
Someday.
Thursday. Yeah.
And then my coworker was supposed to. He was going to take his daughter. They ended up seeing somebody else.
I think the cheat codes
Yeah.
replaced them.
And then they gave them. They're going to let them go see the Chainsmokers tomorrow too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not a bad consolation prize. I mean, I don't know.
I guess it doesn't sound good for Demi though. You know.
Not.
She, you know what? And I do like feel bad. You know what I mean? Because she's probably like, she just came out with that song "Sober" or whatever about her relapse.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, I don't know. I kind of took that. Is she trying to get back on track, or is she just completely owning it and now she's just gonna go off the deep end? And I guess maybe that's what she did.
Right.
Or maybe she tried to get better and just had a relapse. You know, like who the fuck knows? You know?
And she had like a Netflix
I
documentary.
mean, I don't judge her. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm not
but all this
judging her.
stuff going around on Facebook, everybody like giving their 2 cents, getting all angry. Like, come on, bro.
Who's
I
angry?
don't know. Just like you go through Facebook. There's one person's posting, "Oh, I can't stand all these assholes talking about Demi Lovato. What about the guy?" And then you got people that are like, "Oh, Demi." I don't know. It's overrated, bro.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
how the world is now, dude.
I guess.
Everyone's opinion gets.
I will
heard.
say though, Facebook drama is some of the most entertaining content on the internet.
Right?
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it, dude.
I
could read people's comment threads, like
Yeah.
breakups, all that for hours.
I delete my Facebook
Yeah,
every day.
every day.
What do you mean? Like you actually go and hit delete your account every day and then
I
reactivate
never
it?
delete the account because I know I'm
You
gonna be-
deactivate
You
it
know
though.
you'll be back tomorrow.
I'll be back
back.
for more. But if I get rid of the app, then I'm not tempted to go on it. I'll keep Messenger.
Oh.
I'll keep Messenger just in case somebody wants to, you know.
I think the only reason I still have a Facebook is, I have a lot of friends that I don't necessarily have their numbers or like people I know.
Yeah.
But like the only way they're ever going to get in touch with me is on Facebook Messenger. And I'll hit up random people that I wouldn't necessarily send a text message to through Messenger,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, and then with doing this, it's the best way to promote it. This and Instagram.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
know,
only
that's how you
way to
get-
promote it these days.
Yeah,
It's
it
just,
really is.
You know,
It's free.
No one else. What other methods or mediums would you use other than
But you know-
Facebook?
you know what
Instagram, all
else
that
Get a
stuff?
billboard on the parkway.
It's become
Can I
like
get a classified ad, please? I got a podcast coming up.
yeah, no, but it's good because now it has like that marketplace, which is like
Yeah.
Right.
totally got rid of Craigslist.
I've sold things so quick on that. Like I'm talking hours.
I was trying to buy an air conditioner for the apartment on there, but like, I don't know what happened. He said the guy was like, "Yeah, I got it on hold right now." I was like, "Well, I'll come get it now for like $20 more than what you're selling it for." And
It's
he
got an
went-
AC unit on hold.
yeah, for somebody. He said somebody was coming to look at it the next day. I was like, "Bro, I'll come get it from you right now for $100." He was trying to sell for 80.
A lot of
Did you-
people
did
are
you buy
weird
it?
on there.
Did you get
No. He didn't want to do it.
He got sketched. He got sketched. Are you a cop, bro?
Yeah. You know this isn't really an air conditioner, right?
It was nice, bro. It was like this one. It was 8,000 BTUs, bro. It would have cooled down.
Speaking of air conditioner, what's going on with that air conditioner?
What? Why is it off?
Is it off?
Yeah, it is
It's
off.
it's off.
I have to have it off.
Are you
man.
hot?
You'll be able to
I'm
hear it.
Really?
Yeah, it's warm. But I think that was the coffee I drank too. You're drinking coffee
I
too,
did
so
drink
I,
coffee.
Dude, I'm jittering. I got to poop.
So this
You're
is the
in
new
there.
studio, though. This is moving forward.
This
Yeah.
is the studio. This is where we live. This is where we eat. This is where we fight. This is Sparta.
Not Fight Club. 'Cause
This is
it
it.
can't be Fight Club now because you just talked about it, but
Mm.
it could have been.
You know the first two rules.
That's it. That's what
So-
I'm saying.
You know what was interesting though? Getting back on the whole Demi thing. A friend of mine that was supposed to go and see her, we were talking, and she's in recovery. My friend that was supposed to go see her. She was like, you know what's fucked up, but like funny to think about, is that I'm like, what? She goes, is that Demi has to go through detox now, and she has to go through the same detox that we went through, and I'm
not
like,
at the same place, but the same
no,
process,
no,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
same
don't think she's doing
process.
it.
Right.
No,
Sunrise.
that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
The sub
The same detox as, like, you know, she still has to go through the phases of withdrawal and
Yeah.
and the sweats and the chills and the you know,
She's human, man.
shit in your pants and
Yeah, it's
like I guess she finds I don't know, I don't want to call it joy in that, but it's like, you know,
Right.
she's a superstar, but she still has to, go through that same
Yeah.
process.
It's sort of like
I don't know. I thought that was
it's like a real
A
surreal
good
thing
point.
to go through because then you think of other famous people like LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
He has to go to the DMV just like everyone else and stand in a horrible line for like
Does
2
he, though?
hours. Huh?
Does he?
I mean, unless he doesn't have a driver's license.
I
Like
don't
I'm
know,
sure the
man.
president doesn't have to go to DMV, but like
Yeah.
a superstar athlete, like definitely.
Yeah.
Like
Are you-
when Michael Jackson got his, when but the thing is like, those guys don't drive.
No. No, they got drivers.
I don't know, man.
LeBron
But you always see
probably
them getting
drives.
like DUIs and things like that's like a huge thing in the NFL. It's like this guy got a DUI. This guy was driving around with a unregistered gun. It's like why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
So I have like
Yo, who-
$1,000 and like that doesn't happen. You have millions and like there's Uber and all this stuff. How does that happen?
Who was that guy who used to play for the Cavs? He was riding on a motorcycle.
LeBron James?
No, it wasn't LeBron James. Ah, man.
He used to ride a moped.
He was riding on a motorcycle, man. It
How
got
long
caught up
ago?
with all these guns. Dude, probably 10 years ago.
Cut up with
From
guns
the
on a
Cavs?
motorcycle?
Yeah.
10-year-old Cav player, man.
That's good.
I don't know.
If I heard the
Zadrunas,
name.
big Zadrunas
Nah.
Nagauskas. Nah, I didn't know what they were saying.
I'm in Shumpert.
Mon Shumpert.
What happened to him though? What's the story?
He
I'm
never
in-
went to jail.
But he was riding a motorcycle.
Yeah,
then-
and had a whole bunch of guns on him.
Oh, that's impressive.
Right?
Riding a motorcycle
Yeah.
with a whole
I think it was a
bunch of
couple
guns.
handguns and something like that.
Yeah.
If I
See,
could look
it's
through
like,
my phone,
why
I would.
do that?
Mm.
Like there has to be other options once you reach a certain amount in your bank account than saying I have to take my motorcycle with all my guns to wherever I'm going.
Dude, athletes are
There has to
stupid.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're fucking dumb.
a lot of them get into real bad financial trouble too. Look at Iverson. He went broke. A lot of those
I
guys
forget.
go broke.
I forget what the statistic is.
Iverson went bad, dude.
But
Well, he's a degenerate gambler.
there's a certain percentage of I think it's NFL players that I forget what it was, but it was pretty high.
They're probably broke at like 5 years after getting done
Yeah,
playing. 'Cause
dude.
what they do is,
Yeah.
they
They throw their money around.
they
dude.
throw their money around and then they are giving money away to like all
Yeah.
their family, their cousins, which I do respect. You know what I mean? We got to be smart about it.
Dude, I watched Clinton Portis drop probably, I would say, 20 grand in a strip club one night in D.C.
Really?
Yeah, just
You
throwing
personally saw
wads.
that?
Yeah, I was sitting right next to him. He was with Mike Vick too, like right when Mike Vick got out of jail.
Really?
Him,
See, he was allowed back.
Which strip club were you at?
it was some strip club in D.C. I wish I could remember, but him, Mike Vick, and that basketball player from I think the Celtics, the bald-headed guy. I don't ever remember his name, but they showed up in a Bentley. They were in there flicking wads of 20s, like not ones,
20s.
20s, like
Like wads of 20s.
all night.
It's crazy.
At least I would say at least 10 grand, maybe
Huh.
20 grand.
I've been watching this show. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's called Last Chance U.
Yeah.
They're on their third season.
I
Okay.
just started watching it. It's a good show.
Did you start watching it?
well made, yeah.
It's fucking so good, bro. I love it. I fell in love with it. I just like that. It's like the first two seasons was a different school.
Yeah.
This new season, the third season is this school in Kansas. I think it's
Yeah.
Kansas, right?
It's like the rehab for sports because all those kids
Pretty
like
much.
have like some type of
Most of them got kicked out of
you know,
D1.
attitude problems or
Right.
drug problems or things
It's all like
that.
right. It's all troubled kids. But some of them were good, you know what I mean? Some of them played D1. They just got kicked out. They can't pass drug tests, or they get arrested,
Yeah,
or they
the one
just-
quarterback was like the highest ranked high school player. I
Yeah.
forget what his name was, but he was at like Florida State or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Florida State.
That's crazy.
They got a running back from Texas A&M.
Two of those
Um,
kids. Did you watch the whole season?
No, I'm almost done. I'm probably
Okay.
like 2 episodes away from the finale.
Because one or two of those guys, I think, get not a spoiler alert, but they go back to D1. I forget what schools.
Oh,
they go
really?
to. Yeah.
Well, I think they
Sounds like
I-
a spoiler.
Not to
alert.
ruin the whole show for you or anything.
not to ruin the whole show. They end up winning, right? The division. Or
Well, I
whatever?
mean that's a big spoiler right there.
Well, I mean, the show just
might.
came out, but this shit took place last year. We already know who won.
yeah, the kids.
was
that-
already in the news.
The kids that were on the show are going to be playing in college this upcoming fall, in this upcoming season. So it was winter / spring 2017 going into 18.
Okay.
So, for what it's worth. Yeah.
But anyway, Michael Jackson walks into a DMV. You know what I mean?
Segue.
No, you're
And,
right.
Like, does he just moonwalk to the desk? And they're just like,
I hope so.
Mr. Jackson, You're fine, man. Don't wait.
You
And
think
he
they let
just-
him smile in his photo?
He just probably.
I don't know if he could make a smile with that face he had. Yes.
I feel bad.
Yeah,
Well,
he
back in Jackson's time, you could
Michael.
still smile.
I think
for
Michael
the
got.
photo.
I think
Why did they get rid of that? I don't understand that.
Got rid of
you
what?
can't identify me if I
You
smile.
know why I think it is? Because of the, you know how they have cameras everywhere now for facial identification?
Yeah.
Like if you're smiling in your picture and your
throws it off.
in your database
But that's
picture,
kind of creepy though.
That's
you
very
know?
creepy.
That's like Big
But they
Brother.
need like your face to be able to match it because when you're walking down the street,
You're
you're
in
not
a
just
program.
cheesing, right? You don't just
Right.
smile plastered on your face. You got like
Unless
you're going somewhere.
unless you're Michael Jackson.
Unless you're
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the new iPhone X.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy that the facial
it's-
recognition thing. It's ridiculous. Like I signed into my bank account
You don't like that?
on my phone with the
No.
facial recognition. It's pretty fucking cool.
great.
It's cool, dude, but that's the stuff you're gonna look back maybe like 25
Oh, yeah.
years from now and be like, why did I like?
It's definitely a bad idea for us,
Yeah.
but it's very convenient.
I have an iPhone. I think it's like an iPhone 3 or a 4 right now.
Yeah,
I was
it's a
actually
4.
at the coffee shop with Jordan. And I was like, oh, I didn't even have my phone on me, and he looked at me like I was from like a different planet, not carrying my phone.
Oh, really?
But I was saying, I think I'm gonna get Instagram once I get this new phone because my sister's sending me one. But
What kind of phone is it?
the one that I have, or the one that she's sending me,
The one that she's sending you?
I don't know, like a 6 or something like that.
Oh, really?
It's yeah. It's like one that like looks more modern. It does more than just be a doorstep holder, which is what my current phone does. But like Snapchat and all that stuff, like
Right.
what is the point of all that?
See, I
dude?
can- I
Why
can-
do I need to see your face as a dog? Or something
I can
like
do
that?
without Snapchat. Having this phone is awesome though.
Yeah.
Like all the shots that the Jordan's gonna be on is on the new iPhone X, and the camera's sick, dude. It's better than the
Yeah.
digital camera I have.
That's the thing, you got to take the good with the bad. Like the internet, you could get an
Right,
air conditioning,
right.
or you have to listen to, sob stories about Demi Lovato.
Right. Yeah, very true. Very true.
Put a thing in perspective.
Now, the one thing I've been catching a lot of shit on from my friends recently is I switched over from an Android to an iPhone, and I was
I actually noticed that on the text.
staunch, dude, against iPhones.
Yeah.
And this is a problem that I have that I really need to work on is that if I'm against something so much, I need to stop being so fucking vocal about it because I change my mind all the time. And probably 5 or 6 of my friends said something to me, be like, "Oh, you fucking traitor! Like, look at you, you're talking shit on Android forever, and now look, you got the iPhone. Who's the bitch now?" And I'm like, "Fuck, man, I gotta stop doing that."
So what do you like more, like right as of right now? Like what would you, if someone's
I mean,
like, listen, I'm gonna get a phone, what would you recommend?
The iPhone's
using
brand
both
new.
of them? Okay.
I got it on Tuesday, so I can't call it yet. As of right now, it's fucking sick.
Do you think it's gonna surpass the Droid?
I've
as a-
had the X for
Probably.
since Christmas,
Uh-huh.
and I don't have any complaints.
No,
Battery lasts well.
right. And the video on it's phenomenal.
I'm not a big phone guy though. I use it for what it's for. I'm not like Androids are more like tinkery.
Right.
People like You can do stuff with them.
And that's what I liked about it, but I never did any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, oh, I can tinker it, but I never like fucked with it at all.
Yeah.
I just download a couple apps, shoot some video, and that's like about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh man, that water tastes good.
By the way, Bosch was that guy's name, Chris Bosch.
Oh, Chris Bosch, really?
Oh, he was there. That was a
Oh,
poppin'
dude, that
strip
place
club.
is
you
over
were
Vic
at.
was fresh out of jail. So I didn't recognize him at first. I was like, "Who is that guy?" He had like his white tee, his beard. He was like,
He's real short too.
yeah, real short.
Is he?
Very short. Yeah, I parked his car at
quarterback,
the
though.
Cherry Hill Mall. Well, that's why he wasn't as good as he could have been because he couldn't see.
Yeah.
He's only like 5'8" or
He was
5'9".
shorter than me, or the same
That
height.
makes me
and I'm
feel
like,
good
"Six."
about
Nah, he was
myself.
probably shorter than you,
Yeah.
bro. He was like probably 4 or 5 inches shorter than me when I parked his car. He got out, and he kind of looks like Chris Rock
He's
a
got to
little
be
bit.
at least 6 foot.
I don't
Gotta
think
be.
so, bro. I think he's under 6 foot. I swear to
He
God.
I
might
don't
be
know,
6.
man.
He might be 6. Like I'm 6'2",
Okay.
and he was like maybe a little shorter than me.
yeah.
He doesn't look big at all, though.
He was. I mean,
That's
no
why he was picking
football
on all
player
those
looks
dogs,
as big as
dude.
they look in real life. I mean, on TV.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
Like
right.
like a lot of running backs, they look huge. You see them in real life. They're Seahawks. What's his name? Baldwin, Doug Baldwin, right? I mean, he doesn't look big on TV.
He's
but
a safety too, though, isn't he?
no, he's a wide receiver. But you'd think he'd be big enough to play football. In person, this guy's probably 5'7", skinny as a rail.
He probably jumped through the roof, though.
Oh yeah, he's quick and tough, but not as not as big as you'd think.
And you saw.
I think of football players as these beasts,
Yeah. Well, I guess with the pads and everything, it looks.
Yeah.
It looks. They look bigger. But you would think you would
But
have to
plus,
be
I
to
was
play
always
that
told
game.
I can't play football because I'm too small.
That's what they told you.
Yeah, so that was the
Your heart wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
That's what
Who-
they're
who
referring to.
told
Your
you
small
that?
heart.
everybody.
I never told you that.
Oh god.
My parents wouldn't let me play football because I was so skinny. They were scared someone was going to break me in half.
Yeah, exactly.
I was too thin.
I was an
cracked
offensive
me.
lineman back in like
Really?
yeah. But I mean, football is one of those sports where like that's why like golf is like somewhat cool because like you could be like an 80-year-old guy, dude, and crush it. Basketball and football, there's eventually going to become a point where like if your physicalness doesn't match the competition, like it's over.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be an offensive lineman right now, but if I just play golf for hours every day, I can maybe.
Make the senior
I played.
tour.
I like to think.
I
like to
played
give myself
football when I
options.
was a kid.
Did you?
I wish I stuck with it. I didn't care when I was little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, when you're young,
I didn't really
sports don't
I didn't
really make sense when you're young.
No, when I was young, I didn't really comprehend a game.
No.
You know what I mean? Then I started to like it really.
And now
I played.
the
last time I played was freshman football. Maybe played one game. I quit so I could sell weed. You know.
No.
He was selling middies.
That's like soccer
swag.
for me, dude. I was always like,
I wasn't though.
Okay, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. Did I touch the sore spot?
oh,
Nah, it's just
truth hurts.
You want to hit this dude? A perp skirt?
Yeah. Well, all right. So, what were some of the other shit me and you've been talking about throughout the week that we wanted to talk about tonight?
Damn it. Oh, big one for me. I know you guys aren't really movie buffs, but I am. Allegedly, there's a new Joker movie coming out starring who? Joaquin Phoenix, one of my favorite actors of all time. Fucking love the guy.
I didn't realize that actually until you brought that up, or maybe
He's
Brian
a
brought it up
sav.
earlier today. I have more confidence in Joaquin Phoenix than Jared Leto, I would say.
Yeah, and that's surprising too because Jared Leto is a really really good actor and he's dedicated, but I don't want to say he let me down. You know what the problem was with Suicide Squad is
that was
that
rough.
well you know
I didn't even see it.
So
Well-
you're not missing anything really. It's bad.
there's a lot of good things and there's a lot of bad things. Like the whole Joker thing was just I just don't like that type of Joker. I just don't. They tried to stick like really close to the comics with that one. You know what I mean? So it's like it's really cartoony and
Right.
just so I understand why they did it and why I don't really hate on it. The soundtrack for that movie is unbelievable.
It does have a good soundtrack.
What was that Heathen song? Wasn't that in that?
Yeah, that's
Heathen? Is that what it was?
21 Pilots, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't fucking stand them.
Well,
No,
I don't know about the band, but the song. I mean, it was
Okay.
on the radio forever.
Yeah.
It was a good song, you know. It's like kind of emotional. I never
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
the movie though.
Do you know who Joaquin Phoenix is?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No, that was a serious question.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm not trying to be a dick, but yes.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I just
Joe,
he's
in this relationship between me and Joe is the movie
Yeah.
buff by far.
Okay.
Way superior to me. Remember that one time I asked you to write a list of 10 movies you think I need to watch?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not write you a list yet?
No, dude. This
I
was
thought
like
I-
a year ago.
I thought I did that last year.
Brian is bad with watching suggestions, I think. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm terrible at it. I don't have time, bro. I have zero time to just sit down and like
But it's
watch a bunch
movie,
of shit.
You know, like, it's not like,
No,
we're
well,
asking you to
Maybe
train for a marathon
maybe
or
we'll go
something.
out to the dollar store, buy some popcorn, and we'll throw a movie on tonight.
Hey, man.
You know?
Don't tempt me.
So, go ahead.
No, well, I didn't know if we were done with the whole Joker thing because
We can be.
I mean, well, let me throw this out there for a little bounce around for discussion. Do you think the Heath Ledger performance would be top? Because without even seeing the Joaquin Phoenix performance, I'm already going to go out on a limb and say Heath Ledger's will probably be better. And the whole Joker franchise, I think, is only keeping going because it's like, oh, well, remember that time Heath Ledger played him?
I agree 110% with you. To
Yeah.
be honest, it's just that I have a lot of faith in Joaquin.
Oh, he's a
Now,
great actor.
So I'm not gonna say that his version of him is gonna be better. I'm not even saying it's gonna be as good, but I'd like to see Joaquin. And it's weird though. It's weird because Joaquin he's getting up there in age, not like getting up there.
It's probably
but
his mid 30s,
no
40s.
Probably 40s.
40s?
closer to 50.
You think so? Really? Is that old? Okay.
Closer.
I mean, different. I mean, he's nuts enough.
He's definitely nuts.
Yeah.
Do you remember when there was that big hoax that
Yes.
he did?
When he
And
was like the homeless guy?
Everybody thought he was crazy.
Yeah, that was a hoax. I never found out the resolution of that.
You didn't?
No.
So, yeah, it was a hoax. They made a fake documentary. What do you
Yeah.
call that? A mockumentary on it.
We should do that.
Dude, we should definitely
make a
do that.
movie.
He went on to David
Movies are
Letterman.
hard, dude.
He went on a David Letterman like a total jackass. Do you ever see the video of that? You ever see the footage?
Dude, yeah.
I remember
He
they were
looks
seeing him
completely
out.
whacked
There was all that paparazzi shots like, oh my god, Phoenix has lost his mind.
And it's called like This Is Me, maybe. It might have been.
It's
the
called
mockumentary.
I'm Still Here.
Oh, that's it. I'm Still Here. What's This Is Me?
I'll have to see that.
Is that what it's called? I'm
I
Still
don't know.
Here? Or is that the Bob Dylan one?
No, I think that's the Joaquin Phoenix one. He's actually coming out with another movie too. Jonah Hill actually is coming out with a movie.
Mid-90s?
Talking movies, yeah. That was pretty good.
I saw that as a Facebook ad the other day.
Oh my god, that looks fucking incredible.
I didn't watch the preview though.
Looks incredible.
See, I missed a good 7 years of current events. Locked in my apartment, doing drugs.
Yeah, I could never get through a movie. You ever like try to get through a movie? Like,
No.
That's all I did when I was getting high.
Yeah, what did you
I
do
watched
when you were
YouTube.
like?
I watched like conspiracy theory videos.
Right,
It's
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm
Earth
trying to
is flat.
picture what Brian used to. He probably went into his garage and just tinkered with things.
Me?
Yeah.
I was on
He
the
did,
move. I was
actually.
on the
He
move.
was getting his rollerblades
24/7.
oiled
I
up.
feel like some people are like productive when they're high, but only with certain things. I
Yeah.
feel like Brian may have been.
I was a worker. I worked,
Yeah.
worked.
You think you're being really productive, though. I always thought I was doing really well, whatever I was doing.
I don't mean productive in a sense of like lifestyle. I
Right.
just mean in like one particular area.
Yeah.
I was good at growing grass when I worked at the golf course. My boss was really good at growing grass. I was good at doing what he told me to do.
Got a bachelor degree in landscaping.
It's a certificate.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a certificate in flowers.
I had no idea how complex that.
Oh, it's
whole thing
ridiculous.
was until I met you.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's
I thought
wild.
it's just like, yo, turn the sprinklers on at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and then turn them off and
Talk
start
about that.
putting.
What do you want me to start? You want me to start with the soil, the sun, the water?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I don't really wanna hear anything
it's
about
fucking.
any
It's
of it.
fucking. It's
None of those bullet points sounded interesting.
Yeah, it's plant science. It's super
Bad
complex.
bullets.
It's like a plant is an organism just as a person is, right? So imagine what it takes to be a doctor of a human being, and then translate that into like being a doctor of
plant.
plants. But the best part is if a little bit of grass dies, no one's gonna really care.
Right.
Except
You know,
for
if you
that
lo-
grass's
I take it
family.
back.
That's like when you talk to
It's
someone
difficult.
about that loves weed too much. You're kind of like, oh, like, like what type of weed is this? Like, well, first of all,
Yeah, it's the
it
fucking
comes
worst,
in.
man.
And you're like, ah, boy, dude. Like, I don't need to hear
When,
this type of
when I
lecture.
lived in California, that's what everyone was like with their weed, and I'm like,
Just fucking
Like,
give me
dude,
a-
is
They
it
take way
good?
too serious.
It's like the guy from Pineapple Express.
It's like it's like the potato they give you in high school, and they tell you it's a baby, and you gotta like nurture it to life.
I thought it was an egg, not a potato. What high school
I
did
had
you
a
go
potato. and
to?
I
Oh my
you had to
god!
Wrap it.
It's
and
like if that
starve.
Northern Light shit had what is it? What does he say?
AK-47.
Oh, and Pineapple
I don't know.
Express.
I just blew it. I blew it.
Snickle Fritz. I know that was the
Yeah, I
that was
blew
the
it.
no go.
I blew it.
Happens.
That's all right, man.
And they fucked and made some sort of trifecta. Or is that what it
And they
says?
fucked, and
don't
then
know.
this.
I don't know.
Lingers, man.
Fucking lingers.
Great movie.
Those
Great
yeah,
movie.
people in California, man,
know
they
movies.
just
Are they lingers?
dude, they're just the worst. All of them
Cali?
are the worst. Our
I don't
ratings
know.
in California,
Bad
if we
people.
have any, are just now gone. They're just
East Side.
Cali's a cool
fucking
place, though.
uncultured. California
Yeah.
blows, dude.
What?
It is terrible.
definitely
I've never
a
been
different
there,
beat.
but
It is terrible.
Really? What makes it so
I
bad?
like Cali. I like the mountains in Cali.
Beautiful, beautiful state.
Yeah.
Everything is great.
You're right. The people are kind
They're
of.
horrible.
There's
bro.
good people there, but
There
overall,
is.
like what the world sees,
It's
like
just-
the vocal part of California.
Yes, yes.
just-
They with the people that I liked in California were the people who were kind of out from the country.
Yeah.
Like the people who were just like farmers or like lived up in the mountains. Anybody from the city in California, ugh,
A lot of people are moving out of Cali though, because
it's
they're tired
expensive
of
and
it.
it's
It's in the States, bro. There's no money.
The
there.
state's broke,
Yeah.
and people are tired of what's going on. They're going to Texas, Arizona, places
right,
like that.
I
right.
thought the state was like, isn't that one of the most expensive places to live?
It is, but they're broke.
This is the one
they
of the most
spend,
expensive places
dude.
to
I
live.
know that this is like what, top 3?
Yeah. Well, Jersey and Cali are actually a lot alike.
Maybe like
You know,
Connecticut.
we're not going to go there, but
Okay.
there's a lot of the same reasons.
Right, right.
Oh
But-
yeah.
But the
Yeah.
the thing about Jersey is like, look, we got this 2-bedroom apartment, lots of space. It's fucking 1050. You know what I mean? It's nothing. You know, like what we work on is good enough. Like we can afford to live here. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is, but that's like if you go down south, dude, 1050 would get you like a legitimate house.
Yeah, but who wants to live
But
like
no, I mean, well, that's the thing.
in the mountains of fucking North Carolina? Like it's cool, but like where are you gonna work?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's ample,
probably buy a
ample
mansion in
jobs
West
up there.
Virginia for $10.50, but then you got to work in the coal mines and sling meth on the side.
And get black lung, black lung, and fucking
You'll be in that
crystal clouds.
mesothelioma commercial.
If you smoke this much meth in West Virginia between 1999 and 2006,
I-
you might
yeah.
be entitled to a class action lawsuit.
Oh my
I always like those commercials where like if you have $10,000 in debt, like there's probably some guy with $9,000 in debt. Like shit, I gotta go spend $1,000. I'm gonna give these guys a call, get myself out of debt.
Oh, he could get himself out of debt by paying that whatever lawyer it is.
It's always like D-list celebrities too that are promoting that. Like Rachel Ray is like, do you have debt? It's like, what does Rachel
course
Ray
I
know
have
about my
debt.
finances?
Yo, so speaking of D-list celebrities, and we're working our way up, we're probably at like a Y-list celebrities, like in the rate of the alphabet, right? Like we're like Y. We might be like we might be like the lowercase before, like if the A list
Speak
is
for
a
yourself,
capital A. So Lynch, you sent me something about some acting classes or something in AC. Have you looked into it any further? What's because I told Joe about it last night.
Yeah, well, like most things in my life, I start out strong and then completely let it dissipate. But no, it's this acting school, Weinstein. Not Weinstein.
Oh my God! If it has anything to do, I don't want to go to school to be like that fucking asshole.
It
No,
was
it's
like
not
it
Weinstein.
was Weiss Ryan.
Weiss Ryan, that's
Right.
it.
You just
But
you just
yeah.
walk into the class, somebody grabs your whole package. You feel that?
Yeah.
That's
How much
power.
you willing to do for
That's
a role?
power. Go ahead. man.
But yeah, apparently like they have locations in New York, L.A., and then surprisingly Pleasantville, because I mean, what's the third best acting place in the country?
Shout out to Pleasantville.
You know, 'cause if you don't make it in L.A., New
Per
York,
day.
you will make it in Pleasantville for sure.
Dude, I'm in Pleasantville every day. I work
Mm.
I work in Pleasantville, and I love it when it's when school starts back up again, because all the kids have those outfits on. It's like that
Uniform.
They
were uniforms.
Outfits, uniform.
Yeah.
It reminds me
That's
of
the word.
the third season or fourth season of The Wire.
Mm.
You ever see that? It's the same uniform, and
It's like a maroon shirt, right?
yeah, it's maroon.
And they wear like khaki
And it's
pants.
just so ghetto. Pleasantville is underrated when it comes to that shit. Dude,
Yeah,
It's a
there's
rough
some
town.
spots
it's
there.
a
very
ghetto,
rough
bro.
town. Yeah.
Beanie Siegel got shot out there, like a block away
Really?
from where
Really?
I worked. Yeah,
When?
2014 maybe,
Really?
2013, around that time.
Huh.
Yeah, but the acting school. So what do you know about it? What else?
I mean,
keep
yeah.
cutting you off, man. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It's definitely a weird location for that type of business, but I mean, it's basically kind of like kind of what we're doing. It gives you the 101 rundown, not necessarily behind the scenes, but more of like improv acting.
Right.
But they say, a lot of these classes, even if you don't want to pursue necessarily a career, it's going to help with self-confidence, it's going to help with just
Right.
overall control of body language in front of the camera. So, it has a lot of aspects to it.
Yeah, you got to think about it way more than you would think.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. It's not just a one-track thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You take an improv class.
Yeah.
That's going to help you on job interviews. That's going to help you
Right.
just in nonchalant,
It's a good way
bar
to market
encounters
it.
or something like
I
that.
wonder. I'm interested. I wonder what the hours are like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I think
Maybe
it's like
You gotta
It'd be
get
fun,
comfortable.
dude.
Like a big thing is like getting comfortable in front of the camera
Right.
too.
Yeah.
Like that takes
Yeah.
time, man. You get in front of a camera,
Changes the
it changes.
dynamic,
Yeah, it does. You start trying too hard.
Right.
You've changed, bro.
You've changed, man. I thought I knew you.
Ever since that podcast took off, I feel like I don't know you anymore, Licata.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely something to look into. It's like that's the type of route I want to take. Not necessarily even in front of the camera, but I just want to be involved in this field, whether it be writing,
Exactly.
stand up.
Dude,
That's what I
I
say.
just enjoy this type
Lynch,
of medium.
you need to fucking write.
Yeah, you're a writer.
You're, dude, 100% a
You got
writer.
a face
dude.
for behind the
Yeah.
camera,
Hilarious,
Lynch. Let me
dude.
tell you that
You're
right
a
now.
funny guy.
He's an organ donor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was riding my bike down the boardwalk, and there was one of
going to
these.
say you're riding your bike down in Pleasantville. I was like, why?
That's a different story for a different day. But no, I was riding my bike down the boardwalk, and there was a comedian. The term's called barking, which is basically if you're yeah.
What's the
Basically, if you're on a lower level comedian, you got to hand out the flyers to be like,
Oh,
hey,
really?
yeah, we're giving, we're having a show. So I stopped this guy and I was like, yo, like I'm trying to like get into the scene, blah blah blah, and he gave me a complimentary ticket for one of the shows. I haven't gone yet, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What place was it at?
That was actually the place that we saw when we were walking the boards that one night.
Was that in
It's
the playground?
where we ate dinner that one
pier.
night? The playground pier, yeah. It's in there.
Oh,
It looks like
okay.
a sweet place though.
Where'd we eat dinner? Continental?
I don't know, dude. That place looked like a diner scene from like Goodfellas or something.
Yeah, it was
I feel like someone was
I
gonna
think
start
it's a
doing lines of
Continental.
cocaine off the table.
Yeah, the pier. You talking about the comedy? I wasn't listening. You talking about the comedy show they do there?
It's good.
The
dude.
studio, the recording studio.
Oh, recording studio.
Is that not what you're talking about?
There's that too. There's everything there.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Now,
the playground.
That's something different.
The night we went.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This
Simple story.
My bad. I'm just, dude.
this
it is what it is. It is what it is.
the comedian, was his name Mike by any chance?
No, it was.
'Cause I know a guy named Mike who does stand up
what
there.
was his name? They called him G, or at least that's what he said. They called him.
They call me
You
G.
know. But
They call me Big Papa.
But yeah, he was saying how he lived in New York and he's moving down here, and because he could do 5 sets a night. There's a show every day,
Right.
and that's why I hate that I've been living in this area and not really taking advantage
Well,
of
I mean,
what it offers.
you can start now.
Yeah, just start.
Just
Yeah.
start.
Stop fucking
That's
around.
why I'm here. So I started on the Brian and Joey show. Dude.
That's a good.
You know?
That's a big start.
That
Hey,
is.
dude.
I
When
mean,
I
you're
got-
starting at the top, bro.
When I got the call, I was like, "Dude, you let me know. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Game,
find your
dude.
place for shit." But,
You knew your
know.
ticket was gonna get called.
Yeah, dude, I
So
was on the bench. I was warming up the arm. I was in the bullpen.
He's being humble.
Give me the lefty.
there's a lot of shit that's offered in AC that I don't really take advantage of either. But one thing,
That could go a lot of ways.
you
I
know,
know that's correct.
Yeah.
so there's a lot of great ice cream shops in Atlantic City.
Is that what they are?
Vendor.
Bro, you've changed, bro.
Is that what they are? Ice cream
Is that
shop?
what the
Well,
stamps
Young
called?
Jock said it was a coffee shop. Anybody? No? Don't remember the song? No?
Nope.
Coffee shop? Young Jock? No? Really?
Coffee shop? No. Young Jock?
Man,
Got, like, candy
Holy
shop.
Yes.
shit!
Is
Remember
that-
Young Jock?
Young Jock, dude, the coffee shop.
Is
You want
that
us
the
to
one that
remember-
sings "It's Going Down"?
No, that would be It's Going Down is the name of that song.
I just said. Is that the one who sings?
Oh,
It's
that's
Going
Young
okay.
Down?
I'm
Jeezy,
sorry.
maybe.
I'm sorry. Yes, he sings It's Going Down. You know this? That's the dance? All right, well, anyway. He has a song about coffee shops, and it's about selling drugs from wherever they're selling drugs at. They call it the coffee shop is the euphemism in the song.
I get you.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I thought you would know that song.
I know.
Dude,
I don't know a lot of things, dude.
Okay.
Nothing ever sticks to me.
So
I don't know anything really.
all right, so I just want to tell this quick story about I was at this ice cream shop in Margate, right? So I walk in and it's weird. They have like waitresses kind of like walking around, and I'm like, it's a fucking ice cream spot. Like, why is there like a waitress like walking around taking your order for ice cream? So I go up to the counter and with two of my buddies, I order a cone, and it was like kind of melty, you know, like the freezer wasn't cold enough. So when I got the ice cream, it was already like dripping down. So I'm like licking it, and then like my boy sits down at the table, I sit down at the table, and some like 17-year-old girl is like, that table is only for people who have a waitress, so you're gonna have to like get up. And I was like, what? I'm like, you fucking kidding me right now? We're at this one table, and I get up and I look around, and then there's like 10 open tables. I'm like, I'm not. Like, you really want me to get up? I'm almost done the cone. I was like, and it's fucking pouring outside. So I buy an ice cream cone, and then you tell me I got to get up from your table,
Here we
and then
go
walk
with the
outside.
Facebook opinions.
Dude,
Facebook complaint.
It's already on. It was. I have it
Yo,
on Google
Google
Maps.
reviews?
Yeah, I Google reviewed it, right? And then they had the balls to come tell me on Google reviews that the girl said, "Oh, it's next time you come in, just don't sit at a table." When this girl actually said to me, I said, "Well, I didn't know that." She was like, "Well, it was your choice to order takeout." I was like, "What?"
Can I get some takeout ice cream?
Did you leave
please?
him a nasty review
Oh,
online?
murdered him,
Yeah,
dude.
You Googled
Murdered
Googled
him.
level 3 to him?
Pull up Google reviews, and the place is called 2 Cents Plain.
What do I do?
How
Just
many
Google?
How many monies is that place?
It's got to be 3, dude.
3?
I don't know.
Did you
wait,
got-
Fucking, but that's the thing with Margate. Holy
What's
shit.
it called, Bray? I know.
2 Cents Plain.
Margate's like 7 monies.
Two cents plain. What do you mean? Money's like the dollar signs that it puts in there?
Monies. How many
Oh, here we
monies?
go. On Yelp.
How many ducats? It's not on Yelp. It's on Google Maps. You gotta go on the Google Maps, look up the place, and then my review should be in there.
Jordan takes me to this one place a couple weeks ago. 20. I get the cheapest thing on the menu. $20 for a fucking burger.
Where did you go?
Margate?
Somewhere in AC,
Where'd
probably.
you go, Boca or something?
Margate.
Really?
Yeah,
Market.
tomatoes.
Oh.
Very good. It looked like a good burger, though.
10 monies. It was the best burger I've ever had in my life.
Really?
I'll give you that. But holy fuck.
The Margate in the
He's
summer
been
is
broke
full
ever
of the
since.
most.
I've been
Yeah.
struggling. I don't even know how I got this place.
We weren't gonna be able to move in if he would have got cheese on the burger. We wouldn't have been able to move in here.
Dude, it was crazy. The first night we all went out, it was me, Jordan, and a couple other people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting on the rooftop next to Tropicana,
Oh, yeah.
eating fucking steamed clams and shit. It was, you know,
That's how Jordan
trying
rolls,
to,
bro.
Trying to show Joey the life here. You know?
I guess.
that's what inspired
Trying
me.
to bring him in.
That's what inspired me. I knew at that point, I want to eat dinner like this every night.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's-
now, I will do whatever it fucking takes.
We got to get this
All
podcast
you gotta
really
do-
off the fucking
look,
ground. if
Look,
that's
all
gonna
you gotta
happen,
do.
Here we
bro.
go. I
No, no,
found
no,
it,
no, no.
dude.
All you gotta do is give me a little taste. Go ahead, read it.
Okay. I kind of liked where we were going, though, but hold on. This is
I
long.
do too, but
All right, Brian Licata, local guide.
Level 4, I might add. Level 4.
Well, I believe he doesn't say that.
does it
Okay.
show how many monies?
It's 1 star.
The review was 1 star.
Yeah,
that's
Would you have
right.
given him 0 if you could have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ordered a small caramel pretzel cone.
You should have got kicked out just for that order.
Which ran $4. That's like 3 monies. Not bad for Margate. After ordering the cone, we sat at a table. I was enthralled in conversation with friends when suddenly we were interrupted. Just as I was remarking to my friend about the deliciousness of the ice cream and the welcoming environment, we were asked to leave the table. Oh, gosh.
Right? Doesn't it invoke emotion?
It does.
Yeah, dude,
No, this is deep.
Henry
This is-
Thoreau
bro,
would be
this is
writing
deep.
this review.
It gets
Yeah.
deeper. It gets deeper.
Robert Frost.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be in tears. Apparently, counter order customers must eat outside with the seagulls. As I looked at the employee and gazed dumbfoundedly about the restaurant, I noticed several open tables. This added insult to injury. I turned to my lifelong friend. I turned to my lifelong friend and said, "I hope this is the last time we dine together in the rain."
That's such the 2018 version of like civil rights movement.
Oh my god, it really
Some
is.
white guys go in to get an ice cream cone. They're like, there was tables everywhere, but they still asked us to leave. 2018.
Go ahead, keep going, bro.
Oh, that wasn't it?
No.
Oh, there's more.
okay.
There's more.
God, man.
That's like the first. That's like the intro.
I could feel the hatred from it.
I don't normally offer my 2 cents, but I feel obligated after this demoralizing, moisture-filled fiasco.
Because it was raining.
R.I.P. 2 cents plain. R.I.P. Sundays.
Mm.
Mentos ice cream. Mentos ice cream inventor. Try the homemade chipwich.
And then
Oh, you got a response here. Hold on.
yeah. So I got the response. But what I have to add also is Sundays is another place I got beef with. I got beef with ice cream shops
Brian's
all
got
over the
beefs with
island.
everyone.
I don't, though,
every
bro.
Food
You're a tough
establishment.
I
critic, man.
don't.
You're a tough
But here's the
critic.
thing, right? I eat at the Mambo Cafe at least once a week. So if there's a place that treats me right and they have good food, I'll be a loyal fucking customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loyal customer. Zorro's Pizza, I eat there at least once a week too, even if it's just for a slice. But great customer service, great food.
Goes a long way.
I'll be back. And then what I'll do is I'll leave them a good review and I'll recommend them to everybody I know. But if you do some dumb shit like this to me, like
Wait, so
I'm
what
in
did
there, I'm
management
in
say?
there ordering a cone, right? The lady tells me, or the girl tells me that I have to get up from the table because it's 4 people
Well,
who are
hold on.
eating.
This is counter contradictory to the response from the owner.
Well, of course it is.
Whoa.
Well, somebody's lying here, because the owner clearly says.
Listen,
We are
there's 3 sides to every story. Let's hear 2.
The owner says, first of all, they're sorry for your bad experience. Hold on. Second of all, you were never asked to leave at that moment.
The verbatim
Hold
what
on,
the girl.
Let's
up,
let's
bro.
hear her whole argument.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. They give you your time.
It's fucking our podcast,
He's
bro.
getting
All the
heated
time is
right
my
now,
time.
man.
They said you were never asked to leave at that moment. The employee only wanted to let you know that the next time you came to sit at one of their quote unquote lovely outdoor tables. So
Lovely.
she's saying this was a future warning, not a.
Well, you know what? Is there more?
That's pretty much
That's it?
That's
Who
all.
are the tables for
The
again?
problem I have with that is, of course, she's gonna fucking come up
Right.
with something. You know what I
Right,
mean? To
right,
say
right.
So I'm with you.
You know,
So-
but Brian's fishing for views too here.
So
He's
all right.
totally fishing, but he's got a couple bites.
Now can I defend the argument?
Now
that
you
I
now
made?
you may.
All right, thank you, Jordan. I'm good to go.
You're good.
So
Send it in.
so what happened was when the girl told me that the table was for wait staff only, she said you're taking money out of the waitress's pocket, which being a former server, I get that, right? I said I was also more than halfway through the ice cream cone and it was raining outside. I told the girl I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know you had waitresses. I've never been in an ice cream shop that has a waitress.
Weird.
Very strange, right?
That is.
And the girl didn't explain it to me when I walked in. She said, or I went up to the counter and ordered at the counter.
So it sounds like the root of the problem is having wait staff at an ice cream parlor.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that?
Who does
Sounds
that?
like you're selfish
Now
and
you're thinking.
self-centered.
But
Yeah.
if you go in the place, it's awesome. It's very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere, everything about it, like it's nice.
Should give
I'm,
it 2 stars then.
and I'm
if the
sad-
atmosphere was nice.
I'm
Where's the
sad I
star
had
for
this
that?
experience.
Yeah.
So when I tell the girl I didn't know that, I was like, I'm almost done my cone. And I don't know, I can't remember what else I said, but at some point in the conversation, I said, I didn't know that. And she was like, well, that was your choice to order takeout. And I was like, whoa. I said, so what? You want me to eat outside in the rain? She's like, yeah, it was your choice. You ordered takeout. And I was like, fuck.
I feel like if that was a movie, that would have been the trailer line, like when it would have cut. It was your fault for ordering
She
takeout.
she must have been having a bad night.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's just like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't-
she picked a bad guy to have the
Yeah,
wrong
she
night
sure
too,
did.
bro. You know?
Google
No,
level
I'm not.
7.
I'm not.
Little did she know.
I'm not defending her. I'm just saying for her to say something like that to a customer, she must have been having a bad. You
Well,
don't
you
treat
know,
somebody like you don't. You know what I mean?
She was also 17 working in an ice cream shop, so.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with that, bro?
Well, she's
You're
she's
17.
young.
Life is great. You're in your junior or senior year of high school. Things are popping.
Right.
You know,
Right.
house parties.
Prom.
You know, orgies, prom.
Weed, smoking
Oh my
weed.
god, dude!
No.
Dude, I
You had a
took
lot
that
of
shit.
orgies in high school?
I did not. I didn't.
Neither did I.
But I took high school, dude. I took that shit for granted. I thought I hated it during it. Looking back, those were the days,
really were.
dog.
See, I didn't really enjoy high school all that much. Even
People-
looking back on it now, like I'm happy I'm not there anymore.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm-
it's relevant
but
for
then-
the age that you are. You know, high school wouldn't be fun now if you were like.
Fuck
20s.
that.
You know?
Fuck that.
Yeah, but I wish I knew what I know now.
Of
Like,
course.
The classic
Oh, well,
thing.
hey, you know.
High school would have been lit if I could be there myself and a high school age person.
Dude, Billy Madison.
Yes. My idol of all of life.
I watched
Back
that
to
2 nights
school.
ago on Thursday night.
I watched that
Billy
every
Madison.
night at college.
But you're right, dude. If
Every night, and I got kicked out in 1 month.
If you knew then what you know now,
That'd be great.
you'd be a king, right?
A king, dude.
You'd ran
I'd
that
be
shit.
running that place. You kidding me, dude?
High school.
I ruined my high school experience by just not knowing what I know now.
Something wrong with me back
Yeah,
then.
bad.
Something wrong with me back then. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
You
Slow
were a
to
kid,
develop.
man. You're trying to figure out what the fuck was going on in the world.
Me and
Yeah.
Alex were like, we were right here.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't get what that means, bro. What is that? What is that? You guys are like,
His high school was
Oh, okay.
here. Mine was there.
Yeah.
what?
Needed a little more.
What high school did you go to?
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I went to.
I
a
could have
couple.
worded that different.
I went between senior year of high school and the start of college. I went to quite a couple.
Yeah.
I went to Monsignor Donovan, which I think Joey. Here's Monsignor Donovan. Here's Joey. I think that what that reference was to. And then I got expelled.
I gotta hear this story.
See, dude, I hate saying that because then people are like, "Oh my god, what did you do?"
Like you're so cool.
I
You must
remember-
be-
Yeah.
It's lame.
Yeah.
But
Dude.
the way the school system works, or at least this private school system, was that if you exceed the amount of demerits within a given school year, then
Really?
you can't get brought
Yeah.
back.
I got expelled for similar.
So I had like 44. You can only get 40 within a year. But it was like I think I told you on the last time we did a podcast, I plagiarized that one paper,
Oh, can you please tell that story?
the plagiarism paper.
That's so funny.
Oh, I guess Jordan hasn't heard it.
I have not.
But anyway, and the charges were so expensive. Like I went to Taco Bell for lunch. That's 16 right there, dude. 16 for some tacos.
16
And
demerits?
40 you're out.
Oh
That's
my
I don't know the math, but that's I think that's a lot. I think like
I mean, it's
there
almost
should
a
be
quarter.
two. Yeah, a quarter. There you go.
Quarter. One Taco Bell trip. You got 3 tacos and it was a quarter.
Some people come to the deli and order like 3/8 of something. It's just like, dude, come on, man. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I feel like that little girl in the ice cream parlor. Like,
What,
fuck you. Go eat your turkey outside in the rain.
When
you piece of shit.
Fucking melts too.
when I worked at the deli, you know, I'd be like slicing turkey, and the lady's like, I want it thin, and she would give me a number because her number's on the dial, so I would cut it at that number, right, and then I'd hold it up. Is this thin enough? And she's like, can you thinner? Yeah. So I'd turn around and then I'd kind of hide the dial and act like I moved it, and then cut it again and then pull it up. I was like, is this thin enough now? And they're like, oh, that's great.
Works
Right.
every time,
fucking
dude.
asshole.
Dude, that
Works
is
every time.
manipulative. That is manipulation.
That's where you draw the line?
Yeah, Joe. What?
Well, dude, I take pride. When I worked at a deli too. Did you guys know
Did
that?
you?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I actually
At
worked at a
two
deli too.
different ones.
I think yeah.
Did you? Deli?
I did, yeah.
I was proud.
In the hood.
I was proud.
So if you're a heroin addict and you're looking for a job, a deli is probably
This
the
was
place to
pre-heroin,
go.
though.
No.
Oh,
No, I
really?
got fired from the deli.
I did
was
smoke
at.
crack with some guy that came in there.
I got
A
fired.
customer?
Yeah.
Wow. How did that conversation?
They liked me, you know, because I'd let them
transpire?
take their beer. This was in the hood, and they all wanted to come in there and get beer.
Okay.
Out in Seattle, you know, they sell beer in delis.
Yeah, that's big elsewhere. Like not in New Jersey
Yeah,
though.
no.
They don't do that. Like 7-Elevens and all that
Beer
in New
and
York.
crack are big in
No,
delis
yeah,
out west.
you go to the bank in Seattle and they give you a dime bag of weed.
Yeah.
For real.
But to go back to my educational
You can
past,
actually deposit weed into your bank account in Seattle.
I got expelled from high school and then immediately failed out of college that following semester. And but what happened is I got expelled and they sent a letter in the mail. They didn't even let me know. Like I finished the school year and I was actually getting ready to take my senior photos for the school. And the letter comes in the mail and I was going to have a party because my parents were away. My sister was like watching over the house and I read the letter. I was like, oh, fuck. And I punch a hole in the wall. And I was like, great. No, now I got this problem. My sister's like, maybe you should put the letter inside the hole so that way dad can just be mad at two things at the same time. But then my dad wakes me up. He's like, all right, son, like time to take your Monsignor Donovan senior year photos. And I'm just like, Dad, you got to read this before we go take these photos. And he looks at the letter, throws the letter up, and it literally hits the fan. And I was like, Dad, shit just hit the fan. Oh, my God. And he wasn't happy. He didn't think the joke was that funny. But I was like, you know, comedic timing. So
I want to meet your dad, bro. Your dad sounds like a great guy.
I met him.
He says he's only alive right now because he has to make sure that, like, I eventually do something.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Imagine that. I mean, I'm sure my.
I mean,
dad
not in that
feels
many
this-
words. I shouldn't say that, actually.
No, that's cool. But no.
But yeah, he's a good guy.
I met him once. He seemed cool. I didn't really talk to him.
The
much.
best story with my dad, though, and I wasn't planning on telling this, but I think I got to now. I think I told this one time on the porch at Surfside.
Okay.
Which is when are we running out of time here?
We don't talk about that.
We're
place.
good for a little bit.
We
We
good?
probably got another 20 minutes on the battery life on the camera.
Oh, okay. So this just kind of sums up my dad, or at least one facet of him. I was in like high school, and him and my mom get into like this big argument, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was living at the house, and I was like, I'm not getting involved in this either. I'm leaving. And I come back, and they would argue, right? You know, like normal people. They've been married for like 40 years.
Right,
so
right,
you're gonna have some
right,
arguments
right.
at some times. So I come back, and the house is dark, and my mom's car is not in the driveway. And I was like, oh boy, because this has never happened. Usually they resolve the issue
Right.
before it gets to that point.
Right.
So I come in the house, and my dad has a chair just like this because he loves reading the newspaper. That's like one of his favorite things.
I like that about older guys like that. My
I
dad
love
reads the
newspaper,
newspaper
dude.
cover to cover
You know,
every
you can't-
morning.
You can't beat it. And it has he has like the one reading light. That's the only light lit in the house. And
Right.
He's just sitting there, just kind of like really pondering something. So I was like, oh my God, dude, like this fight really must have went somewhere because he's like in deep thought. And I go up and I was like, Dad, what happened? And he's like, your mom, obviously, we got into an argument. And she went to your sister's. I don't know when she's going to be back. And I was like, well, like, is everything going to be all right? He's like, everything's going to be fine, but I don't know what we're going to have for dinner tonight.
That's the fucking best.
Your dad is the man, dude.
That is great.
That tells you everything you know about your
Dude,
dad.
I heard that story before, and the first time I heard it,
Yeah,
dude, I was like,
oh,
that's such a
oh
good story,
my
man.
That's awesome.
God.
That's awesome.
Because, like, you know, that story goes so many different ways. And he's just like, dude, I don't know
That's-
what we're doing tonight for dinner.
That's
This
for
is-
stand up.
And
you
he's
can
not,
tweak it.
he's not a chauvinistic. Is that the word I'm looking
Right,
for? He's
right.
not that type of guy, but it's just like in that setting. It was just because I think that's just how my family operates. You know, you use humor to kind of
Deflect.
smooth out some of the bumps in the road.
Right. I mean,
that's
yes,
it for
that's what
me.
you do.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Oh
know?
my god, I've never seen you mad.
I don't know. Actually, when I was driving over here, I think you were there. You remember when we paddleboarded into that lady's property?
Oh my god!
I think that was the last time I was like genuinely like, I'll kill this person. Like I'll sit in jail.
What happened?
So over at the house on Oakland, it's actually at the end of your block too on Nashville. It's straight back.
Yeah, I pass and I think of that lady. I'm just like, I hope her life isn't going that well.
Oh my god, dude! so what they did was they demolished the house there because the thing was like falling apart, right?
Yeah.
And usually what we did was we threw our kayaks and the paddle boards over the seawall, and then we'd have to like climb
like
down or like pass them over, or you can just walk right down from the street level down this little like gravel walkway and then just toss them, and you're right in the water, right on the bay. So we actually went out. You remember that when I got on that board? Oh, you were still inside, bro. I
ate it, right?
Oh, dude! As soon as I got on the thing, I tried to stand up, and I was fucking down. It was terrible.
Your shirt on there.
Oh yeah, dude! It was brutal. It was absolutely
It was
brutal.
like 8:00 at night.
That was nice though. I went out on the sunset the other day
Yeah.
with a couple guys. So we.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So we come back. We're paddleboarding, and then we come back, and this lady's screaming at us. She was like, "If you guys get hurt, it's on my insurance." Blah 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 blah. And we were like, "We're not even on your property. Like, what are you freaking out about?"
The thing that got me so upset is that I was already on land.
Right.
And you were like 2 feet from being on land. So it was
Right.
kind of like,
She was like, "Go around."
yeah, she should have gave us the ice cream warning. Like, hey, listen, next time you're here, you can't be doing this. But she didn't even give us the one way. And that's what I was saying. I was like, you're telling me I have to go back in the water, which I'm already out of, you know?
Right.
It doesn't sound like a lot. I understand that, but...
It was,
You know?
dude. It would have been an extra. You would have had to get back on, paddle around, go all the way around, and then climb up the side, and then pass the thing over.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Is
bullshit.
that review on Google Maps?
that was before
Just
that.
tag her house, like the address.
Yeah.
And I don't even think she really lives there. I don't know if she's the owner of the house, but they rent that house out all the time.
Probably. I
There's
mean,
a
most people
bachelorette
don't live
party
down
there
here
right
year
now.
round.
Ugh.
Driving down here in the summer is ungodly. It's like I feel like I'm gonna kill someone every day.
Sucks.
You got bikers, people walking their dogs.
The
like
bikers are the worst.
Yo, I was driving last night, and I was actually in Pleasantville on Main Street, and I was
Ooh.
coming, and I see this guy out of the corner of my eye, and he's walking in the middle of the road, and I'm barreling down doing like 40 in like a big van. And I was like, I don't think this guy's gonna stop. So he keeps going, and he looks at me, and then just keeps walking. I'm like, dude, I'm doing fucking 40 miles an hour right now. I had to slam on the brakes. I'm like, what?
you would have took him out like that self-driving
Dude, he would have
Uber.
been. Oh shit. So
That
okay,
cracks me
okay.
up, man.
I got a crazy story for you boys. Right, I'm in Absecon Wednesday night. Right, I'm in the van once again. I'm coming home from a meeting. Right, and I get to the light right there on New Jersey Avenue and the White Horse Pike, and I'm talking to this kid. He puts his headphones on and he's sitting in the front seat. So I stopped him immediately. To me, as a driver, that is the ultimate sign of disrespect. You put your headphones on when I'm in
yeah.
the driver's seat.
Oh, dude.
If you're gonna take shotgun, you gotta.
I go, dude. That's
Right?
That's funny you said that. That's like that's my rule. You don't put headphones on in a fucking car.
What bother you don't put headphones on, and you also don't talk on the cell phone.
I
Right?
feel like in any situation,
Like
it should
if
be
you
like
need
that,
to take a
right?
phone call, like that's cool. But
Right,
like if
but
you're in
don't
my
make-
car,
don't
and
make it a point to. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've had people in the back of my car and they call somebody, they go, "Oh, I need to talk to." I'm like, just wait till we get out, bro. Like I'm trying to listen to music. I'm trying to talk to
That's
people.
the worst. I hate it.
And I'm like,
I hate when people answer the phone in my car when I got music on. No.
and if you got to take it and say, "Hey, man, I'm in the car. Let me call you back." And if it's a long car trip, totally different story, obviously. But like,
It's one thing to take it and say, "Hey, yeah, I'll call you back."
right?
But someone gets on there for 10-minute phone
And they're
calls.
just shooting the
It's
shit
like,
about
come on,
nothing.
dude.
It's
Yeah.
like,
fuck out of here.
so the kid goes to put his headphones on, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck do you think you're doing right now? I was like, take those headphones off, like right now. I was like, if you want to listen to your music, that's fine, but you're not sitting shotgun, you know? So as me and him are like having this discussion, a kid sitting behind them is like, yo, is that a dog? We look over and there's a dog running, and a lady got hit by a car right in front of us.
What?
On the pike, dude. The lady was doing like 50 miles an hour, and this lady got clobbered by a car walking her dog across the pike.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, dude. And we didn't actually see
The collision.
we didn't actually see the collision, but that's because I was
Talking.
giving the guy shit for having his headphones
Yeah.
on.
Oh, it happened while you were driving.
It happened
by?
while we were there. Yeah, because I pulled up
Is
to
she
the
good? Is she
light.
dead?
I have no idea. So
man.
I pulled up to the light and I stopped. Right, it was a red light, and I looked forward. There wasn't anything there, and then I turned and I see him put the headphones on, and I'm giving him shit. And then the kid was also in the conversation right behind us about the headphones. So I turned around. I was like, yo, can you believe this motherfucker putting his headphones on while I'm driving? Like, what the fuck is this? And then he says, look, there's a dog. And then I look and I kind of see a dog. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then right in front of us, maybe 30 feet. So the kid next to me is like, holy shit. And the kid redeemed himself. Great guy, actually. Great fucking dude. As soon as he sees the lady in the ground, I put the flashers on. The kid hops out of the car and takes off, gets the pulse from the lady, calls 911. And when he got up to her, the lady didn't have a pulse.
Oh, man.
Oh, you like saw her laying on the ground.
She was down on the ground, dude. It was like the immediate aftermath.
Was she
kind of
bloody?
car?
Like,
She wasn't bloody, dude. Her face was bruised, though. Like, her face.
the
like,
car had left? It was hit and run?
No, the car stopped, dude. The lady got out.
Wow.
And the real shitty thing about it is the one guy was saying he smelled alcohol. Whether or not it was coming from the woman who was on the ground or the woman driving the car, like, there was the scent of alcohol around. So somebody was drunk.
Yeah.
I would assume almost that it was the woman on the ground.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you're walking in the middle of the White Horse Pike
Right.
when you don't have a light,
It's not a good move.
you know?
No.
But it could have been the lady driving, too. So we waited. There was a fire station right there, and then like 10 cop cars showed up. So as soon as they showed up, I backed out, and we
How long ago was
we
this?
rolled. It was Wednesday night.
Oh, it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything in the
Whoa,
in the
what,
news or
Wednesday?
anything
Yeah, it
like
was
that.
Wednesday night.
Man,
Damn,
dude.
Yeah, it was
Sweet.
wild. I hope she. I mean, it didn't look good.
Very
No,
good.
it doesn't sound good.
No, it didn't. It didn't look good either,
Yeah.
man. She was banged up, and it was weird, dude. She didn't have any shoes on. You know, when you get hit by a car like that fast, your shoes come flying off.
Mhm.
So she was just
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Dude, me and my roommate Tim were talking about because he works for like the gas company, and apparently, because you know I don't know anything about that, so thankfully he does. And we were saying like if there's ever a gas leak, like that could be like a serious thing. He was saying this one house in Wildwood, there was like a gas leak, they didn't know about it, so it kept building and building, and then some lady like went to go turn on the oven or whatever, and like it exploded. Dude, they found her 2 blocks from the
Oh, my
house.
God.
Get the fuck out.
There was
2
a
blocks,
there was
dude.
a
far.
a building in Philly not too long ago that happened to. The building just it exploded and like blew up half a block.
Yeah, but I mean,
Probably
imagine
a meth
going to
lab.
like cook some like Uncle Ben's rice, and all of a sudden you're like 4
Yeah,
houses
dude.
down. Like what
yeah,
the fuck just happened, dude?
Oh, my
yeah, it's
God.
crazy shit, man.
But that's how you never know, So
Never
I don't
know.
know.
It was
man.
it was wild.
you know, don't sweat the headphones thing. I guess I don't know.
Or the,
The
Yeah,
small
but I
stuff.
mean,
Or
like,
the ice cream.
in the
it's all in
rain.
context. I get it. There you go. Everything in perspective, right there.
I'm still bent out of shape about that ice cream thing, man. I take it
Yeah,
as a personal
clearly.
slight. you
We
know
should
what
go
I mean?
back there and say something.
We should.
You want
we
me to do
we should,
something?
You want to burn the
I'll
place
do it.
down?
We should just like go back to like where the gas line is
Gas
and
leak.
just poke a hole in it.
And I'll send you 2 blocks away, dude.
So if something ever happens to that place, the cops are gonna be like, "Well, these guys were filming in their apartment and talking
Yeah.
about it." So
You know we're fucked.
Imagine this was
Yeah.
our
Oh.
evidence. They just use it against us.
Yeah. They're playing
Mr.
this in
Licata,
court.
Mr. Martinez, we need to speak with you.
Yeah, yeah. We
that's
just
how most people get caught these days. Is
Yeah,
so
we-
stupid, dude, putting this stuff online.
we'd be Bobby Schmurdering ourselves.
Yeah.
You
Right,
know what I mean?
right. He's still in jail.
Gotta be, bro. Didn't he get charged with fucking murder?
I
What
think
did
so.
he do?
His confession was on the song Hot Boys. Or Hot Boy, whatever the fuck. I don't listen to that bullshit.
Hot.
Ah,
You know, I'm gonna proceed with caution.
yeah, that's right.
Hot
Hot-
nigga. It was on
Hot
Hot
Boys.
Nigga.
Oh.
That was the name of the song.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
fucking
got
know.
really
He's a
weird.
musician.
Weird, dude.
You could like feel the presence in the room.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
You can feel the
Licata said the
comments.
N-word again.
Yeah. You can feel the Facebook opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Man, why these white boys saying nigga?
I was
Yeah,
thinking
it's
about
like-
subscribing
Well,
until I heard that.
And there's always that real cool black guy. He's like,
Yeah.
well, the one guy's Puerto Rican.
He got his G
He'd be
pass.
alright. Yeah.
I
You know what I
actually
mean?
have
It's-
my G pass.
They call me it, you know, and it's not like I'm using the hard
They?
R. They what?
Look at
They know.
They.
Oh,
Those
shit.
people.
What? My black friends? I got a bunch of black friends,
You
bro.
just gotta be. You gotta give context to what the word "they" means.
He's just, dude, you're just setting me up for failure, dog. Just make.
So Anderson, when is it okay for white people to use the N-word?
Louis C.K.'s bit on that is great. Watch Louis C.K.'s bit on that.
What's he say?
Give him a chance. Well, I mean,
Actually, I
it's pretty wrong.
I saw a comedy show the other night down at the JCC. So
Was there a comedy show down there?
yeah, I got free tickets from my buddy, and it was spur of the moment thing. That's why none of you guys got invited. I probably could have got you a
dude.
ticket, but it was like he hit me up, and like it was like
I'm less offended,
in an
but,
hour
yeah.
I knew, and then I was going, you know. So comedian Bobcat Goldthwait. Gold. Yeah, the guy from the Police Academy. He did that like 100 times on the stage. But it's funny because his humor is like really dark, very raunchy, and you're in the JCC with like 70 and 80-year-old Jewish people, and then there's like a bunch of like me and my buddies were in the back. So it was cool when I was there. I added him on Instagram and I sent him a message and I was like, hey, listen, man, you know, I got almost a year and a half sober. He's 37 years sober, by the way.
Is he really? I didn't know
yeah.
that. I didn't know he was clean.
Yeah. So I sent him an Instagram message and was like, hey, man, I'm like almost a year and a half sober. Like I'm trying to get into comedy. I'm doing a podcast. You got like any advice? And I don't know what the deal was, but he commented on one of our photos actually.
Really?
Yeah. And
What did he say?
He was like, hey man, congrats, you know, saying congrats on like the year and a half sober or whatever, like almost a year and a half, I guess. And
Bobcat said this?
Bobcat said that. And he was like, you know, the only advice I have is do whatever you feel right on the inside. He said your inside voice is right. Awesome.
I don't
right?
know. Well, it's cool that he replied, but dude, sometimes my inside voices say some fucked up shit.
He was talking about more in the comedic sense, and what he was
Okay.
saying is don't worry about what other people do, and whatever you think is funny, just fucking go with it.
All right.
Yeah, you
Is
got
the
to.
gist
That's
of what
cool that
said.
he
Humor is
responded
subjective.
It's
too.
very
a lot of
cool,
the
bro.
times.
And I didn't expect it. The guy's got like 72,000 followers. You know,
He was
he's
a big deal at one point.
right. He was. Yeah, back in the '80s, he was huge.
How do you say his last name?
I think it's Goldthwait or
Goldthwait?
Gold. It's Goldwaith. And the funny thing is,
He
that
came
sounds
out-
Jewish, right? Goldthwait.
Yeah.
He grew up
Steenberg.
he grew up in a Catholic family in upstate New York.
That's not his real last name.
It is.
Goldthwait?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way he's not Jewish.
Dude, it's a Welsh name. He actually said it in the beginning of the
Okay.
show, and I looked up on Wikipedia because I was like, "There's no way this dude's not Jewish with that last name."
That's
Yeah.
his birth name.
Yeah, it's his birth name, and he said he gets booked at JCCs all the time, but he
funny.
never has the heart to tell him that he's not Jewish.
Cat's
I mean, he
out
could
the
definitely
bag
pass
now.
it off, you know? Like, he has
Yeah.
the type of name. He has the type of name that you ever see that? It's like, find out what your rock star name is, and then you look and you go, A,
Oh, I love
Bobcat, Lynch, L.
Yeah.
Why, my rock star name is
Love 'em.
Bobcat Wycliffe.
Did
How
you
about
ever?
like the surveys you can take
Yeah.
to find out like what type of
Yeah.
star?
That stuff
you
is
are?
like,
Yeah.
So
I can never get into that.
What kind of animal are you?
Yeah.
You know?
Can we talk about how great of a picture this is of Brian?
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Who
This is-
took it?
JoJo.
It must have been you, but this is the picture that like your kids are gonna
Did you
have.
just take that?
Like,
Like
we took it outside.
when
We guys,
when they're 18.
we're
This is
getting
like the
coffee.
picture of their dad as a youngster.
It's a very,
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
very good picture.
Yeah.
That's what I told him.
It
You should
is.
post it.
You
If
like
you
the
go to
show?
that acting school, dude, I think that's the
Glad you
shot
don't
right
think
there,
mine is
dude.
It looks like it's actually like a snapshot from a movie that you're starring in.
the Brian.
Yeah.
You're gonna put that on
The
screen
movie that we're
somewhere.
making. Yeah, we'll
Right.
put it on the screen. That is an amazing picture.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate
Good
that.
job, Joey.
Joe?
Good job,
problem.
It's with
Brian.
the iPhone X, bro. That portrait mode's a fucking shit.
There it is.
Don't say anything about my fucking picture.
Joe had a great photo too.
Nah, it's all good.
Yours was alright.
It was okay.
Damn.
It was
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
so
I'm
at-
not as handsome as Brian. You know
Well,
what I mean?
wouldn't say it has anything to do with the handsome. No, yours is good, dude.
he's just saying
Yeah,
that.
shut
He doesn't
up.
really think
Shut
that.
up. It's shitty.
No, it's a great picture. You look great. It's just not as. This is epic.
It's
See, you didn't take this. If you could take a picture of yourself, I'm sure it would have been as.
Oh yeah, Brian just can't take a picture.
I love the
Exactly.
missing
just-
gas tank cap.
I just-
You know, it puts a little hood in the picture.
no, it really.
It's
it
like
does.
it's like, hey, like I'll take you out to dinner, but also I'll do some dirty stuff too if you want. You know, it's
Yeah. I'm
back and
straight,
forth.
but I'll do shit.
I ain't gay, but I'll do shit.
how'd you miss? How'd that get missing?
I rusted off, bro. That car's got 225,000 miles on
I
it.
can't believe that thing's still running.
Yeah, dude. I had my boy Liam just fixed it up the other day. He put new spark plugs and like a coil pad on top of it, and
I would
fired it up.
would still be driving my Honda Civic if I could, but it just
Yeah, I
it
mean, there's
just
no
did it
reason to
you.
get a new car.
Now we
Things
got the
running. Yeah, things running.
That's funny.
So,
Well,
were you gonna say something, or is that it? Is
What,
that it?
what do you mean? Say something?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna.
No, I was
it
just
sounded
sighing.
like you were gonna bring up a topic of discussion.
No, and I really think that's we're kind of getting to the end of the show. I
Dang.
think.
I mean, I've
yo,
sunk down like
ha-
10 inches since I've started, so it sounds like
you
we've been.
lift that lid
It sounds like we've been talking
wish they
for a
could see
while,
your-
dude.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least I
listen,
started up
At
here.
least an hour.
You're gonna
We're
you're
gonna-
gonna see me slowly deflate throughout this thing.
Let's rip a bogue in here.
No,
No.
we will save. We'll save your plagiarism story for another podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
Alex, part 2.
Yeah, hey, I'm
Alex, me
always
too.
Part
always a
So-
willing participant.
So you know how like on the Howard Stern show they have regulars? That's what Alex is to here. I mean, and Jordan too.
Yeah.
Jordan, I feel like you're really a part of this.
Well, Jordan's
stuff.
like
I'm
the
like-
Artie Lang, man. He's like the
I'm
Right.
like the guy in the background, like the
You're like
the
Beetlejuice.
engineer. Yeah,
Exactly.
he's Beetlejuice.
I watched the Beetlejuice videos for the first time.
Oh my God.
You could book that guy to come to like
Oh,
your
he could.
family party and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
I had
how,
I
how
had
much do you think it would be to get Beetlejuice on the
couple
podcast?
couple thousand?
Couple thousand?
dude.
Yeah.
A packet.
I think he lives up in this area somewhere.
No, he lives in North Jersey, don't he?
Well, that's what I'm
Probably.
saying, Jersey.
Oh,
at
yeah.
least. Like he's not on the West Coast. What if we book Beetlejuice, bro?
We could
The
absolutely do
podcast would go off the chain if we
We
booked
had him,
Beetlejuice.
should have
yeah.
asked
Good,
the
hey,
Bobcat
good
guy.
cliffhanger too. I
Yeah.
think we should leave it there.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in contact with
Yeah.
Beetlejuice's booker,
Yeah.
and we'll
Oh my god,
we'll get him on
great
here.
idea. Fuck.
Smooth,
okay,
right?
Good.
Well, you know that's what I'm here for. I'm not just a pretty face. I got good ideas too.
right.
You know, I have feelings.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
So I guess thank you for tuning into the Brian and Joey Show, episode
Alex,
5.
thanks for coming.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
Jordan,
Alex.
thanks for staying.
Thanks for
Always
having
good.
me.
Subscribe to our old YouTube page. Follow us on Instagram. We probably won't follow you back, but follow us because we're doing cool shit.
We don't
Right.
follow back.
You know, ain't no
Sorry,
follow
it's
back
how it
girl.
goes, yeah.
There ain't no follow back girl.
Nah.